Awesome Toad 21 here, and I went on a quest. So I went searching on Amazon for the cheap flagship smartphone that still can do everything today without going to the cheaper alternative. So this was a premium phone of the time, but now it's about 5 years old. But what I'm saying is, like, why buy a cheap smartphone with the same specs and have something like this with its premium quality design instead of the cheap flimsy plastic? So let's go ahead and open it and I'll show you my treasure. So we get this box, which the phone should be in there. So let's just, and there she is. So this is actually an HTC One M8. Of course, I decided to get one of these because this was my first smartphone ever. It looks like it's been nice and chilled because the weather is so crappy here lately. But you can tell it's actually in pretty good shape. We got some minor scuffings and stuff on the sides, but for $75, this is what you can get. Now this thing has 2 gigs of RAM. Pretty much any modern smartphone will do much better, and a lot of your basic cheaper ones are about the same. But look what you get. $70 smartphones, maybe even a gig, 8 gigs of storage. This thing has 32 gigs of storage. Verizon Nano SIM, which is pretty good. This is one of the earliest phones with Nano SIM. A nice red metallic design. And look, they even charge up the battery for us, so we're looking pretty good here. Looking at this, there's a lot of fog and stuff on the screen, but doesn't do much bad against it. But this is actually pretty decent shape. Instead, it's just a minor use, but everything looks pretty good, and this is $70, $80 worth of phone. And if you were to buy that with anything else, we would end up having a much crappier phone. Like, you would have plastic and better plastic, and this is 90% metal. And you got a dual camera, everything you need in a phone for this much. So I'm actually liking this right now. Let's go ahead and set this up here. So we're going to go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and bring it back to you once this is set. Getting that setup coming up. Let's see what actually this thing is running. I don't have terribly long or good battery life still. It's at 16%. So we're going to go ahead and see what's on her. See what we have running. So we actually have the updated Android Marshmallow, which that's as far as this goes. It's HTC Sense 7. So that's actually that's as updated as far as we'll go. So we actually are running the latest version. And we're going to go ahead, once I get some new phones going on, we're going to go ahead and test both of these, my HTC 10 and the HTC One M8. But looking at this, we have a fully functionable flagship for under $70 or under $80. And you won't be able to get something this premium if you buy some new phone that size. And look, we can even do that, and that actually looks a lot better. And let's see, are we actually running 32 gigs? Because when I said this, I just want to make sure I didn't get ripped off or anything. So let's go ahead and, man, I use this, I love it, but I can't figure out where I remember we put it in data or the storage. There we go. So yeah, we actually do have 32 gigabytes of storage. We have a HTC all metal design here, and this is under $80. So yeah, this actually came out to be a good deal. And if you were to buy a new flagship, like if you are in a budget lineup and you need something, do you really want to buy $70 worth of phone that's just plastic? Here we go with $70 off of Amazon. So I like Amazon better because you have a less chance of getting scammed off of eBay. And yes, you can actually pull off something pretty decent. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do some features, check around, see what I remember from this phone. And this model phone was my exact first phone I've ever drop tested. And that was my first ever smartphone. So this is kind of nostalgia for me. I've had that one for a while. And it just broke, and I was just done with it. So I threw it out of the window just to see if I created anything cool out of that. And yeah, I did. So this is what you get this is the best I can get for under $80 for a smartphone. So if you're looking into a budget phone or anything These, I would look into Amazon used flagships because you would get a much better deal than you would if you were to use a brand new phone of that price. So yeah, that is the HTC One M8, my first ever smartphone, and now I have it again. I'm going to do other videos with this, see how well it performs, other stuff like that later. This is just a generic opening video. And wait, did it actually come with a charger? Okay, when I said it, it just said it came with just a phone. So let me just put this down for a second. Whoa. You know what? I got a better deal. Because it said I just came with just the phone itself. But it has an LG Electronics charger. So this is an HTC, so I'm wondering if this company has other phones and they just threw me in that charger just to be nice. I'm overall happy with that. That's actually a pretty smart idea. I wonder what this is. Yeah, that's just a weird bezel. Maybe, no, that's just a design, that little bump here. I never noticed that. I don't know if that's an error or something. It actually looks pretty decent. And even in 2019, this actually feels premium. So yeah, this is a cheap budget flagship phone you can get for under $80 off of Amazon. I'm hoping I could do more of these with go even more crazy to find cheaper versions to try to get people to understand that sometimes buying new stuff in a budget isn't always the best idea. This is Awesome Toad 21 here with an unboxing video. Be sure to check out my YouTube channel, subscribe to my Instagram, and as always, have a nice day.